Welcome back everyone to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate the love, support in the last video. If you didn't see the last video on the Jordan 4 Fire Red, make sure to check it out. I put the link down below for you. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment what you like, what you don't like. If you don't like something, I'm just gonna ignore it because I really don't care. But show us some love or hate, whichever you like. Anyway, without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. So today we got the Jordan 4 Union LA, specifically the Noir colorway. Fun fact, this is the second iteration of the Union 4 collaborations. I'm sure you probably know that, the first one being the Jordan 1 that came out 2 years ago, 2018, around this time, I believe, if I remember right. So right now we got the Jordan 4, the second iteration. 4 months later, you know, might be asking why we're doing a shoe 4 months later. Well, easy, it's a small channel. We don't really have Jordan connections to get everything early. So yeah, this was like a little Christmas gift to myself, you know, and if you got a boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody you know, uncle, whatever it may be, that actually likes the shoe over there, you're probably watching this video to see like, should I get them it or not, you know, or if you're debating whether you want to get yourself that birthday or Christmas present because it's the holidays, stay tuned in. Getting in right into the shoe, something I like about it, it's really unique from all the other Jordan 4s that have come out, even past Travis Scott collaborations. For example, Chris Gibbs, the designer of the shoe, also the owner of Union LA, he really wanted to do an inspiration from late 80s wear to early 90s wear, and that can be found within the mesh of the shoe. So example, on the back part of the shoe, you can see that it has this really unique blue mesh. It's supposed to be some kind of tracksuit wear. That's what Chris said in an interview. Same thing with the front of the shoe. It's black, so it's a little harder to see, but when you look at it, you can really see the detail on this Jordan 4. Another cool example, or something that a lot of people have noticed, is on Jordan 4s, the tongue is always out. And on this one, it's actually stitched in. It's not something that I like. And when I first saw it, I didn't even like the shoe, bro. Like, I didn't want to buy it. But after seeing that you can take off the stitching and fold the tongue back, that sold me. So that's why I got it. And so if you're seeing this, don't feel like, oh no, I'm stuck with a Jordan 4 that has it, that it's stitched in. You can take off the stitching. I think it would be cool if they figure out a way so that you can go back and forth, but once you kind of unstitch it, you can't really stitch it back on unless you really got the time for that. Chris said that he did it because when he was a kid and he was growing up and he had his own Jordan 4, he said that it always rubbed weird on his skin, on his ankle. So he would always tie the tongue down with the laces of the shoe. So that's why it's folded in. And then quick factor, if you saw the other Jordan 4 video, which we did, which you should have seen, link down below, you will notice that the Jordan logo, or the Jordan saying the Air Jordan, is always upside down. So when it's flipped backwards, when it's tied down, it now reveals Jordan, you know, Air Jordan the right way. So when someone else sees it, it's gonna show it the right direction. They'll be able to read it. For me, I'm actually gonna undo the stitching. I don't feel bad about it. Like I said, it would be cool if they figured out a way so they can just, you know, like, I don't know if they can put like a little button or something, but for me, I'm gonna undo the stitching. I didn't really like it in the beginning. I prefer it with the tongue out. And that was something that even Chris said in an interview. If they wanted to undo the stitching, they can. So feel free to modify the shoe as you like. Kind of similar to the first iteration of the Jordan 1 Union, it had a really worn in look. Example, seeing the really yellow midsole almost looks like a weird lime green, but supposed to symbolize old wear. The shoe's pretty old, and that goes with the old aesthetic that the shoe is a play on materials being from the late 80s and early 90s. Another thing to see is the wings on the actual shoe. So yeah, they're plastic, they're see-through. On every other Jordan 4, it's a solid color, and the middle part has a hole in it. In this one, it doesn't have a hole in it. The whole thing is translucent, it's transparent. You can see what's on the other side. Something that I've seen people do on Twitter and on Instagram that I'm not gonna do is they actually cut the hole in it. If you wanna do that, go for it. I'm not gonna do it because I think it looks really cool this way. So I'm gonna leave it the way it is. But it's something that I noticed. It's something that I feel needs to, well, be noted because it's completely different from any Jordan 4 out there. Every other Jordan 4, maybe the wing is a different color, okay? Like the Travis Scott one had like red paint smears, red little paint dots on it. But this one, the guy just went crazy with it, and it's on both sides. It's on both pairs. You can see the little translucent, and even the red part of the wing is a little translucent, a little transparent. Another thing I like about the shoe, it's funny enough, it has the Nike Air branding on the back of the heel toe. Now, you already know that usually that's reserved for OG Jordans. Example, the Fire Red 4 that we reviewed. I got a pair of Fire Red 5 somewhere around here. The same thing, has the original branding because it's what the original shoe came out with. This is not an original colorway, but it has the original Nike branding into it. And I think it kind of goes with it, considering the shoe is supposed to be a play on the materials that was used back then. So it's kind of cool that it has it. I prefer it that it does have it, in my opinion. All right, so I talked about the shoe for a little bit. Something that I really like about this shoe is this box. It's probably the coolest box I have out of all the Jordans I got. It's better than any off-white box I have by like a long shot. It's something that, you know, like people always say like, oh, look at this collaboration box, and I never really think anything of it. But the Union one definitely blew me out all the way from it just feels like they use a completely different cardboard than what any other Jordan box has used. Like, they use cheap cardboard. This is obviously like, I don't know, if this was like the Louis Vuitton of cardboard, this is what it would be. Another thing to mention, the shoe comes with different yellow laces that I'm definitely going to be throwing it on. It kind of reminds me how the blue red pair from the first iteration of the Jordan 1, I thought it looked whack because it was blue with red and black laces, and I thought that was kind of whack. But then when I saw the shoe with yellow laces, it was like, I don't know, it just looked so much better. So I'm definitely going to be throwing yellow laces on this shoe. With the black, I feel like it's just going to pop out more, in my opinion. The Guava pair, it all kind of seems like it's all like kind of similar colors. Don't get me wrong, it's a dope pair. It kind of reminds me of Optimus Prime, you know, with the red, white, and blue, or the cream instead of white. But these yellow laces, man, they definitely make your shoe pop out more. So I would do it. But that's just me. What's your opinion on it? Let me know down below. So yeah, guys, if you liked the video, let me down below. Go ahead and like, subscribe, please, because we got another shoe. We got an off-white Jordan 5 we're trying to do. The gray one. I don't have the Fire Red one yet, but I will soon. I promise you. So yeah, if you like the video, you like what you see, go ahead and like, subscribe for us, please.